All right, it's Tomahawk day. This thing is almost 4 inches thick. It's 4.7 pounds of Wagyu beef from River Farms. So keep it simple. Salt and pepper, smoked. We're gonna get an internal temp at about 120. I usually go 115, but we're talking that's normally like an 1.5 inch steak. To where I reverse sear it and I'll get like a medium rare. But as thick as this is, you want your internal temp to go further, because when you hit that reverse sear, it's not really going to get to the center core of this, or to build that crust. So to be honest, it'd be 120, 125 most likely on this thickness, so you're not getting too rare of a steak in the middle. So smoke, reverse sear, let's get it. Okay, so while this tomahawk is smoking, I want to keep an eye on the internal temperature, but it's so thick, I want to make sure it's right, and I'm going to take it actually further than I normally do, because on a 1.5 inch, 2 inch steak, I usually pull it at internal at about 115 degrees, reverse sear it on hot cast iron, and finish it at a medium rare. This is 4 inches thick, so probing this is key. See the thickness, I mean, that's how thick that steak is. So if you pull this at 115 and reverse sear it hot, you're never going to reach that center core of this meat, and it's going to probably be raw. So we're going to have to take this to about 125, 130, then hit it with the sear. So basically, you got the bone on this side, and you want to, whether it's the probe on your smoker, Traeger, any cooker you have, you definitely want to stay away from the bone. But in this case, we're just going to go center core. So right here is where we want the probe to end up, in the center of the meat, but we also want to go center core of the side too. And we're going to go opposite side of the bone. So what I like to do, that's roughly the center. I like to take my finger, go there, pinch it off there. Now I know that's how far into the steak I need to go. So I'll go through the side, push it in, and that's going to be your internal temperature. You're away from this bone. You're going to get that internal temp. And like I said, we're looking on this size about 125 to 130. Probably a 3 minute per side reverse sear, because it's so thick. And we'll finish it at a medium rare finish. So time to get it on the Traeger. So I'm going to smoke this tomahawk at 225 degrees. I just opened the lid. It's going to get back to 225. We'll keep an eye on that internal temperature. Looking good, and then we'll reverse sear it on some cast iron to finish it. So smoke, reverse sear, such a good way to eat your steak. Okay, let's check on the tomahawk. I just checked the internal temperature. We're at 85 in the center core, so we still got a ways to go, but the color's looking amazing. Let's go. Okay, I want to check the internal. I'm shooting for about 125 to 130 because of the thickness. I'm going to go to the center core. So we still got a little ways to go, but we're getting closer. Once it hits about 125-ish, I'm going to hit that cast iron with the reverse sear. Okay, we're hitting it with that reverse sear. I've reached 125 exactly internal temp. Now we're just building that crust on the cast iron. Let it rest for about 20 minutes at least before I slice into it. Go. Reverse seared tomahawk smoked at 225 degrees on my Pro 780. Reverse seared on that Traeger Ranger over there, 3 minutes per side. When you're sliced into it, there you have it. That reverse sear is so awesome, because you get to build that crust on that sear at the end. And now it's time to dig in.